This edition of Agenda is coming to you live from the Dayal Singh College of Delhi University. The reason we've chosen this location is because today we are speaking about this horrendous incident of ragging that has emerged from a Karnataka nursing college. Now here are the circumstances which are still emerging, because the incident of ragging where this 19-year-old girl nursing student was forced to drink toilet cleaning liquid happened in early May. But imagine this, her case was not even registered as an FIR till mid of June, middle of this month. And it only happened, her family did not know she was attacked like this, that she was forced to drink this liquid. The police weren't told about it. In fact, the police has only just managed to go and visit her college last night. So a lot of delay has taken place, and we'll be joined from Kerala by an activist, Meena Pillai, who will give us more details. Remember, the incident actually happened in Karnataka, but none of the ministers of Karnataka nor the authorities of the college are willing to speak about it. Over here, we also have a Kerala MP, CPM MP, MB Rajesh. We're also joined by Dayal Singh College Principal, because this is admissions season. So Dr. Pavan Kumar joins us as well, from the principal of the college over here, Dayal Singh College. We have Praveen, he's a member of BAPSA, which is a Dalit student organization in JNU. And we also have Dr. Reddy, he's the former principal of Venkateshwara College and vice chancellor now, to talk to us about how they handle ragging. But before we do that, let's just hear, because we know this 19-year-old girl has spoken to us over the phone to NDTV. She said that she was picked on by a group of girls because she felt she was dark. Now this is what she says. The police are trying to get to the bottom of the entire attack. What's interesting though is that the Women's Commission head of Kerala has spoken to NDTV, and she's listed out a whole range of reasons about what her college did wrong. Let's hear what she says.
The shocking case of a 19-year-old nursing student from Kerala who was allegedly subjected to abuse, what is being called ragging. She was in fact forced to drink toilet cleaner liquid. I have with me the chairperson of the Kerala's Women's Commission. Ma'am, this particular case obviously very, very shocking. The Women's Commission also is going and inquiring into this.
Yes, really it is a very shocking news and very unfortunate thing. Scheduled caste girl has been tortured like this, and nobody knew about this. Means she was suffering alone all these days. Such a long days has gone, sufficient treatment has not been given, and also this should not have happened.
In this case, she has actually named two other girls who also incidentally happened to be from Kerala, but the college management claims ignorance. They say even ragging was not reported to them.
See, the college management should not be, they cannot say that they didn't know what happened in their institution. Means what is the safety of girls studying in that institution? Who treated her also should have informed the mother of the girl, the victim, because it is a murder attempt.
So the family is saying very, very clearly that it is a murder attempt according to them. But what's really, really clear is also some of the other violations which the National Commission member, the member of the Kerala Women's Commission, actually talks about. And there are very, very clear guidelines which have been laid out by the Supreme Court after the Aman Kachru case. One of the things is that the college has to take action immediately as this is reported, which we haven't seen over here at all. So let's just go point by point on this. First talking about is, why is it that it took so long for the ragging to be reported? Meena Pillai, what can you tell us about this?
For me, I mean, there's a collusion of gender, of caste, and definitely of class. But what is most appalling for me as a person speaking from Kerala is the fact that there is this kind of a silence that most of our girls seem to be cultivating as a virtue. I mean, this happened more than a month back. But the fact that here is a young girl of around 20 years old, who is not able to stand up for her rights, I mean, there is a collusion that educational institutions, our religious institutions, and the institution that we call the family, all these are complicit in the silence that is actually a cultivated silence that most of our girls seem to be, practicing these days. So this, for me, is the most appalling fact, that even in spite of the fact that we quote so many laws, we quote so many things that are in favor of the girl student that can be brought in to fight oppression, but the fact that we don't teach them to use these rights and to speak up for themselves. So why was there this long silence? And I wouldn't be blaming the girl. What I'm talking about is an entire system of oppression that cultivates this kind of silence, that makes sure that the girl child is taught this silence, and she's kept in place by this silence. And there is definitely the collusion of caste and gender there.
Yes, I will speak about the caste factor in just a bit, but MB Rajesh, you've been speaking to authorities there, because after all, if one associates one particular community with Kerala, it is very strongly the nursing community as well. Kerala nurses are working across the country, across the world. What information have you gathered from your sources?
I came to know that, just now I came to know that the Karnataka government has constituted a special police team to investigate into this incident after a lapse of more than 1 month.
That's right.
And that too, only after this issue got attention due to the intervention of Kerala local media, and then
because she came back home.
Yeah, she came back home, and she was admitted. See, initially she was forcibly discharged from a hospital in Karnataka, and then she was returned home. Then she became so serious, and her family admitted her to Calicut Medical College. Then only the media came to know about this issue, and they reported it. Then immediately the government of Kerala intervened in that issue. The Chief Minister, Pinarayi Vijayan himself, took up the matter with the Chief Minister of Karnataka. Then the Kerala government has decided to meet her medical expenses, and Kerala government has also sought a report from the authorities. So only after the government of Kerala took up this issue at a high level, then Karnataka actively intervened, and then now
well, what has the education minister said? I mean, are they taking action? Because if you look at the notification guidelines, and here our college experts, the principal sir, will be able to explain much better. It says very clearly that the authority heads of the institutes are responsible for any ragging that happens.
Yes, they are responsible, and you can see that all these ragging incidents are increasingly happening in private unaided colleges, self-financing colleges, and the management of these colleges are so insensitive to such complaints.
Yeah.
And they actually want to cover up all these complaints. They don't, according to the Supreme Court guideline, they should immediately forward this complaint to police, and they should immediately take action against the accused, But in most of these cases, these managements of private unaided colleges, they are very keen to cover up these incidents.
Okay, so I want to ask you, as the principal of a college, what is the thing that they should have immediately done? The Gulbarga College should have immediately done, because what they did, what our colleagues are telling us is, they immediately said it had nothing to do with ragging. Even if they feel there could be some other reason, what is the protocol to follow, sir?
Protocol is that we have an ordinance on this. Right there it is written. That we have ordinance 15C.
Yeah,
prohibition and punishment for ragging.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all these things have to be prominently displayed in the college. Who are the members?
But suppose one of your students is hospitalized. What is the right thing to do immediately, sir?
Immediately, his hospital condition should be taken care of, that how medically fit that student is. And of course, the other part is also the legal proceedings against the perpetrators.
You have to tell the police.
Yes, immediately.
Okay, so these are some
we
of the
have
lapses.
The committee. But the awareness
is
very important, that the accused as well as the victim, they should be aware of these things, that these are the things available.
Okay.
Yes.
This is of course Dr. Kumar, who is the principal right now. He's waiting to get a fresh batch of freshers who will, the new term starts very soon. Dr. Reddy, would you agree? Is there anything you want to add about how this college, because they believe They believe it had she had completely personal reasons. She comes from an underprivileged background. She only has a mother for support. They believe she had other reasons. Now, even if they had other reasons to believe, should they have also informed the police? If the victim herself is saying that she was tortured and she was forced by other senior students.
You see, the entire case, we should take it at the national level as an issue. It's not whether she comes from the underprivileged background or the privileged background. Supreme Court rule in 1997.
Yes.
It has clearly given a guidelines. Also defined what the ragging means and what is the role of the management, the teachers, the principals and the students as well.
Yeah.
Here in this case, there are three things which I would like to highlight. Why she has not reported to the management? If she has reported, and it is the responsibility of the management and the principal, they should be kept under suspension immediately.
The management?
Yes, management and the principal first of all.
Right.
The role of principal is well defined. He is the custodian of the institution.
So that's the second
of the
one.
college.
And the third point, sir?
Third point here is, it is when it is reported already, if it is reported, why 1 month delay?
Exactly. That's what we're trying to figure out.
That is the point which we want to say.
Yeah.
Here, every college, in fact, fortunately, in Delhi University, the colleges now they define very well in their prospectus, in their advertisements, in their everything. There is anti-ragging squads which involve the teachers and the students.
To be fair, just to give the full information to our viewers who are watching, Sneha Koshi of NDTV has been reporting, and the victim told her initially she was afraid to report it. She doesn't even want her name to come out. So obviously there is a threat factor, but when her family wasn't told about it, which is perhaps an important thing to point out, that her family wasn't informed about it, which is also a violation, sir.
Now, you see, when it has come to the point, the immediate thing should be, take number one, the management to task, whether they have pleased into that inquiry when they are already constituted, whether there is anti-ragging squad, what was the role of the teachers, what is the students, why immediately...
Actually, one important figure to point out is only 8.6% of ragged students speak out. Only 8.6%. So it's a far greater problem than we hear of. Before we take a break, Praveen, do you want to say, everyone's asking, how much do you think caste plays a factor in this, in ragging? Because one of the things that they said is most of the caste-based ragging takes place in North India. This is a survey which was done by UGC, which says it. But do you think caste played a factor here?
Educational institutions are modern social institutions. Caste is anti-social institution, and caste is not a modern institution. That means caste is antisocial. So the point here is, can the social and the antisocial be equated? They cannot be necessarily equated. So here, educational institutions should obviously curb caste. The fundamental rights gives you the right to curb caste. Article 17 speaks you to abolish untouchability.
Yes.
And you have various other articles. In North Indian states, especially UP, Haryana and Punjab and various other states, caste is rampant. If you go to an university like Allahabad University...
But in Karnataka, where this happened?
Of course, caste is prevalent everywhere.
Yes.
Since you have asked me about the North Indian condition, it is definitely playing a predominant role. If you look at the student politics, or if you look at the university social structure in North India, you can obviously point out that caste is dominating the university politics.
Okay, we have to take a break right now. When we come back, many more questions on this. Also, the figures of girls ragging. Is that something untapped? Because that's what we are seeing in this case. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. Stay with us.